Jude with Leaf Personal Fit. Welcome to our body shaping workout today. And it is a body split. Our focus will be chest, back, and we'll hit some biceps too with this. So kind of a fun workout to do. This is geared towards the home. If you have some dumbbells and a bench, you're set, okay? Maybe you have limited dumbbells or no dumbbells at all. If that's the case, let's talk about some home items that you can use to kind of get to this workout and still get the benefit of the routine. For dumbbells, we could use gallon jugs. I'd say 2 to 4 gallon jugs would probably work for a lot of people. If 2 gallon jugs are a little heavy in some cases, you could even drain some water off, so maybe have a full jug and a half jug, but you can play with that a little bit if you need to fine tune the weight. And really, as far as your dumbbells goes, guys, you probably get by with maybe 2 or 3 pair. You need a lighter pair. We have some underhand frontal raises, so there'll be a lighter side. So a lot of people may have light dumbbells, but the heavier ones may be a problem. So we have some bent over rows, some presses, so you need maybe something that might challenge you a little more. In addition to gallon jugs, we talked about bent over rows. Guys, if you need a little more weight than what the gallon jugs are, okay, you could use a backpack. I've got a backpack here. I've got some old dumbbells in here. Listen, I know not everyone has spare dumbbells laying around, but maybe you have some kettlebells you're not going to use today. Maybe you've got some old weight plates laying around. Maybe even books, paper, maybe some blocks, or even like bricks. Maybe you're doing some landscape work. You could put anything in there that has some weight to it. So if you want to challenge yourself, you could do that. If you don't have heavier weights, you can use a backpack for that. In fact, in our first round, I think I'll use backpack and gallon jugs to go through that routine, and then I'll move to some dumbbells, I think, as we go on the workout. The other thing, possibly a chair, guys. For a couple reasons, we have the bench too, of course. If you have a bench, you use that. I'm going to do some feet elevated. We're trying to mimic almost like an incline press, some push-ups. I know there's one for everybody. So, you could actually even use the chair bench and push it really hard to put your hands on there. So we'll talk about that when we get there, but a couple options there with the chair. Guys, I don't know if I mentioned, but we need a mat for this workout. If you have a mat and also for this routine, we're going to do a lying pull down. So you would need, if you have tubing, guys, that works great, okay? I will also show a towel option for that pull down where you're going to just lay face down on the floor and you're going to mimic just a pull down. So you're just going to slide the elbows down by crunching that back. Okay, so I'll do this in real time, so you'll be able to easily follow along with this. Okay, and again, it works for gosh, any fitness level. If you have heavier weights, guys, you can even do a warm set and then do 3. We have 3 sets of our first circuit, 2 sets of our second circuit, and you can progressively go up in weight. I always recommend that you're kind of warm for this. If you have light dumbbells, that can even serve as warm for your first round. Okay, so let's get started here. All right, so our first circuit on the screen. I'm going to use a mat. It could be a towel. We'll lay this down, and we're going to start with just a flat press. Okay. Don't need to bring your elbows out wide on this one. I see some people really wide when they're doing these things. You can bring them in a little bit, and that will really help take pressure off the shoulders, but also help really engage that chest a little more. So you're driving rather than trying to get out really wide. Okay. So keep that in mind as we start. Here we go. Reps around 10 to 15 is probably the rep range we're going to do on most of these things. You'll see the reps there. So I'm going to grab this and this, and this and this. And we'll go through here, guys. So again, if you don't have dumbbells, we'll use some gallon jugs. We're here, and notice my elbows aren't super wide. We're here, and I want to come up with a little bit of authority, contracting the chest if I can. So that's what's nice about dumbbells. You kind of get that converging motion, so to really get the chest a little more involved. So we control the weight, always be controlled weight, and drive up. So a little slower negative. And I might use a few more. I think that was 15, 16. I'll go to 20 here. Set these off to the side. Because we're up, and I kind of like this push-pull combination. The next exercise what we're going to do is a bent over row. Okay, so I'll use a backpack. Again, you could use a barbell. Of course, we talk about dumbbells being very functional with all these routines. But I use a backpack this round. Knees soft, back straight. Okay, so I'm going to grab this guy, and I think I'm going to shrink up the shoulder straps a little bit. So I need a little more range of motion here. I'll just grab under the straps here. And knees are soft. I'm going to hinge forward, keeping the back flat. Doesn't mean you have to get all the way down parallel. In fact, I'm hitting here. I'm going to come a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of pull into the waist, the stomach, the belly button. Going towards the hips. And if you have dumbbells, I'm going to have the elbows out a little bit on this one because we're going to do elbows tight in just a minute. Okay, we'll set this down. Next exercise is going to be a push-up. Okay, so if your fitness level allows, you can put your feet up. It'll kind of mimic more of like an incline press. Again, I know that's not for everybody. So it could just be a regular push-up. It might even be your hands are elevated. Okay? So same thing with this as the press we did. Go with the elbows out too wide. Or here. Those felt pretty good. All right. Next one we do, elbows will be tight. Okay. So we're going to sit on a chair on the edge of a bench. And I'll grab these gallon jugs. And now we're going to sweep the body. Okay. So if you're using dumbbells, on our first one is more like a barbell. On this one is more of a sweep in the body. Okay. So we'll sit on the edge of the chair. You'll grab your weights back, trying to maintain nice and straight. So I'm going to hinge from my hips, and I'm just going to sweep up to the hips. Oh yeah, that felt good. All right. So pretty quick, that's one round, okay? Now, if you have the ability, you could up your weight as you go along. Don't have to, but I think I'm gonna raise the weights just a little bit here on the next round. And I'll go back to the flat press. And we'll try to move at a pretty good pace between exercises and then take little breaks after you complete a circuit. Okay, so just finished round one. I'll get a little drink here. I'll get round two. All right, so grab some dumbbells here. Make our way to the floor. If you're not on a bench, you guys make sure that you get your weights in tight to your body, and then you can get a lay back and get them up. Just don't want to strain the shoulders, you're trying to reach out wide and pull them. Okay, same thing here. We're down, we're reverse the top, squeeze the chest, pecs too. set these down. Okay, next one we have is bent over rows. So I think I'll use these same dumbbells for the bent over rows. Remember, we're kind of mimicking almost like a barbell with this, so the elbows aren't crazy wide, but they're out a little bit, as opposed to the chair where we're sweeping the body. Okay, so just some little difference. Here we go. So grab back gallon jugs, dumbbells, barbell. Here we go. Those feel good. Set those down. Now it's push-up time. Here we go. Whew. You feel those? Huh. Good stuff. All right. Let's use the chair again. We've got these seated rows where we sweep the body. And I think I'll use an intermediate weight. Not quite as heavy as the bent over rows. And a bench works well for this. There's a lot of benches aren't wide on the end. This chair is a little wide. Can't say quite as tight as I'd like to. Here we go. Just going forward, back. Feel the back on those. All right. Nice little superset, just kind of bouncing between the antagonist, the push and the pull, the pecs and the back. All right. Little sip of water, that's 2 rounds through. Here we go for round 3. All right, here we go. Controlling the way down, and try to go. Feel those, even without like tons of weight, really just controlling those weights, making the pecs do the work. Okay, next one. Bent over rows, elbows out a little bit here. Set those down, and we're going to go to our push-ups. Woo! Good stuff. Now our seated rows, chest and back, definitely feel those. Sweep that body. Oh man, good stuff. Set those down. Whoo! Okay. Okay, that was our third round of that circuit. Pretty good pace. So kind of everything nice and warm. We're now going to hit a little biceps with this thing, with some chest and back. We're going to start off with, and I'll throw on the screen so you can see it. We're going to alternate and then go together with this underhand frontal raise. It's a lot like a fly. The chest pulls the arm kind of forward and to the middle. And so this just falls right in to form with what we're trying to develop today. So not a lot of shoulder with this, even though when you think frontal raise, you think shoulders, and if you go palms down or even neutral, it's a lot of shoulders, especially as you come straight. But as you go underhand and come across the body, a lot of pecs involvement. Then we're gonna go hammer curls. Then we're gonna do a lying pull down. That's gonna get the erectors in the lower back along with the lats. We'll talk about that when we get there. And then we have curls, a little tougher, we're gonna do 1.5s. So you'll follow my lead, but we'll come up, halfway down, and up. Okay, so we're really making those biceps work a little extra on that movement. Okay, so let's get started, all right? We're gonna go alternate and then together. I'm gonna try to start with the arm I finished on. So if I go left, right, together, then I'll try to go right, left. Now sometimes I get a little crossed up, so, but that's the intent, all right? So just gonna vary it a little bit. So here we go. Don't need anything real heavy here. All right, here we go. This thing packed, arms relaxed. 1, about 8 of these. Elbows are a little soft. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. All right. Nice work. Again, don't need heavy weights on that. Next one, we've got some curls. And I think, let's do the 1.5s here. So here we go. We're going up, half, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 10 of these. 5, 6, tough. Whoo, those are good. Pull up those biceps. All right. Next one, we'll go on line pull down. You can use a towel, show you that, or tubing. I like a tubing. If you've got it, it adds a little more resistance to the exercise. Make sure when using tubing, anchored to something very solid that's not going to move. Okay, I've got a nice post here. I'll wrap it around the post a couple times. And then make sure they're about even from where I'm going to lay down. So you guys will get this down low, so maybe it's a heavy couch, or maybe you have an extremely heavy table. So I've got that there. If you're using the towel, lay down on your stomach also. Pull the towel apart. We're going to lift just the chest slightly off the floor, arms off the floor, and you're just going to drive down, trying to crunch that back. Okay, watch me as I do this here. Here we go. So, I've got tubing, towel, same thing here. With the towel, you'll pull apart slightly. We're up. And now we're just going to crunch that back. Got the elbows down. Okay. So we're up. Shake them out a little bit. You might be getting a little tired right now. Understandable. Let's go to gallon jugs, our dumbbells, hammer curls. Here we go. Palms facing each other. 4. Okay, I'll set these down. Biceps are still tired from those 1.5s. So shake them out a little bit. Let's get a drink. That's 1 round through. We're close. 1 more round through this. That'll be our chest, back, and biceps. Okay, we're back to these cross body. Almost like you're going to the opposite shoulder in front of the opposite shoulder, okay? So alternate and then together. About 8 of those. Here we go. Okay, 8 of those. Feels good. All right, up. Now 1.5s, okay? Tough bicep exercise. Let's blow these guys up. Here we go. Boy, they're getting tough now. Man, oh man, those are tough. Shake them out a little bit. We've got the lion pull downs. Want those biceps to settle down just a little bit. So we're going to focus on the back here. So let's go to the towel or tubing. Here we go. All right, pull the towel apart. You got that? Let's get the arms. Just move the chest off the floor and we'll grab them down. Squeeze the back of the bottom, grab those elbows down. All in the elbows here. Woo! Hammer curls. Here we go. All right. Set these down. Oh, woo! Shake them out a little bit. Biceps, we got hit hard at the end here. So that, guys, that was the final round. So chest, back, biceps, our whole body split. Great for any fitness level. If you need more breaks, just hit pause. Take a little longer break. If we go too slow, fast forward a little bit. So match your fitness level. But I think it's a great workout for just about anybody. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. This is Elite Fitness, bringing wellness to you.